Hey guys, Frankie here with the Collective Tarot reading. What an intriguing week. What we've got here is the Six of Pentacles crossed by the Nine of Pentacles. And the way I would interpret that is that there's a disruption of a status quo, a long-standing power dynamic that's a little bit out of whack. And the reason it's out of whack is there is a deep belief to do with your self-esteem, with your capacity to look after yourself financially. It's really intriguing. And just the way that how much money you earn is so connected with our self-esteem. And yeah, I think that's the crux of it. But there's this beautiful sense of inspiration, like a brand new, maybe even way of making money comes to you. And it's the beauty of it is that it's coming from a place of a beautiful sense of fulfillment. Yes, it's the material world, but it's not at the price of a beautiful harmony with your version of family. Yeah, so I really think a new way of making money's begun. And there might be a bit of a funny, whenever we disrupt the status quo, there's a little bit of a minor earthquake in our lives. So there might be the need for rest if you're changing a dynamic. But yeah, I feel like well, we're all different, but I think some of us might need to rest in order to receive this incredible change of fortune, like really our ships are coming in. And if you're one of the people that haven't quite made the changes yet, then you might feel a bit stuck. So then that's your, that's the area you need to make changes in. If you're feeling stuck, then what's required is to upset the status quo in order to bring in just a lovely sense of empowerment around money and earning your own money, looking after yourself. And for others still, there might be the need to just wait, just trust you've done all you can, and now it's time to wait and see, you know, well, you can't control the timing of your ships coming in, more like, so be patient. So there's sort of three ways that can play out. But yeah, look at us all, happy. And this is just a really lovely sense of confidence and like this kind of personal satisfaction that you've done what you can. Yeah, I mean, there's definitely a weariness. I'm feeling weariness. I'm totally pushing for a deadline myself. And it's just like, the thing that keeps going through my head is the sound of the Rocky Con soundtrack, where he is training for the big fight and he's just got to push through to be fit enough so he can win. Yeah, so, but obviously, you know, whatever that is, that sense of completion is going to be different for all of us. And I suppose where we push through where we would have normally given up, I think that disrupts something within ourselves. So maybe the status quo may not be with other people, it might be within ourselves. That's just like, wow, look at this brand new world when I go beyond what I normally think I'm capable of, or I stand up for myself in a way I don't normally. There might be this weird sense when you get to this completion or this successful moment of, oh, why did I wait so long? There might be a bit of grief of the disruption of that power dynamic in your life, even if it's within yourself. Yeah, it's like a little mini judgment day, like a little reckoning of like, it was always up to me, when, you know, there is that tendency where we blame others when we want to make changes in our life. So if there is a little bit of pushback in your life as you make these changes, just the only advice really is just to stay really clear. It's about your core values, what fulfills you, what's important to you, all of that, and that will help let upsets go by the wayside without getting tangled up in a lot of power dynamics. And whatever that is for you, like control, yeah, it's different for everybody. Yeah, so just as a summary, some of us need to rest because we're burnt out getting to this completion, this wonderful, successful end of an era. Others need to cool off because they've made a lot of changes and they've done what they can to correct an imbalance of their own self-esteem and your own capacity to look after yourself financially. And others too are just this patient, just be a little bit more patient. Your ships are coming in, and just remember that when we make a goal, acknowledge that you've made it instead of pushing yourself to, like, I think it's called moving the goalposts. And then, so make sure you go, okay, I've made it. I got to the ending. I got where I wanted to. I did what I said I would. I've made the changes I can. I'm feeling really inspired, but now it's time for a rest, or acknowledge myself, and also just be aware that could there might be a little bit of upset or sadness that you haven't made these changes earlier. Okay, but happy, enjoy the good times.